and welcome to the space that gives you inspiration on work, on life, and how to balance both worlds. We're coming to the end of September and we're still talking my personal planning processes. We looked at how I plan annually, how I plan quarterly, monthly, weekly, and this week I'd like to talk about how I do my daily planning process. My daily planning process starts at 4 o'clock and it's kind of like 4 o'clock every day, and it's kind of like the when I finish planning, because that my alarm at that point says plan and social media. So after I've planned to kind of reward myself for the day that has been and the day that is coming, I now am allowed to look at my social media. So it's kind of like a reward for a good day and for planning for the next day. Now you have some time on social media, and actually this is the point at which my social media channels on my phone apps, the phone apps for those different social media channels actually open up. That's when my YouTube opens up, my Instagram opens up, my Facebook opens up, and so I can come in I can actually now come into the social media platforms and just enjoy and scroll. Although I don't start by enjoying and scrolling, I first do work stuff, then I come back and enjoy and scroll. So I have that time of planning on social media for a total of 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So anyway, at that point at 4 o'clock when I start my planning for daily planning, I'm now planning for the next day. And usually what would happen is that during the day I will have made use of my phone capturing. So I kind of talked about it last week, the fact that I was looking at things like my reminders and alarms, I was looking at my calendar, I was looking at my brain dump notes. So during the day I am writing in those different places. So depending on where I am and what I'm doing, I'm either writing in on my phone, in my phone app section, or I don't know, like I'm usually just writing all of this stuff down. So, and I'm writing it wherever, because like I shared in my weekly planning, I'm pulling out everywhere that I would have ever written, whether it's on WhatsApp, wherever it is that I have written. I actually have a number that's registered in my name that's on WhatsApp, that I also send WhatsApp messages for what I need to get done. So sometimes if I've made a plan with someone on WhatsApp, I will also sometimes just forward it to myself, so that now when I'm doing my weekly planning, I'll open up that WhatsApp group that I'm in with myself and then look at all the activities that I've said I would have done. So during that day, I'm actually writing all of the stuff. So if I was supposed to finish a certain document, write a certain document, check something online, whatever it is that I've wanted to do, I'm going to actually write it out wherever. If it is by my desk and what's near me is my brain dump book, I'm going to write it. So the entire day I'm really writing everything. If I am driving and I think of something, it's inside maybe my handbag on my phone, I'm going to write it. I'm learning right now to make use of Bixby on my Samsung phone, so that I can say, hey Bixby, remind me to do this. I'm trying to now get that into that place because I don't want to go off the road right and whatever. So I want to be able to say, hey Bixby, and then kind of like Siri, like my phone assistant. I'm trying to get that sorted so that I can, if I'm driving, I can actually write any reminder, anything that comes to my mind on my phone using my phone assistant. So I'm writing, right? So now at the end of the day at 4 p.m., yeah, when I'm supposed to plan, all of these things, now my second step is to look at my Todoist app, okay, where I have written all the scheduled tasks. Remember from last week, the scheduled tasks, right? I'm going to look at all of that Todoist app, and I'm going to tick off all of the tasks that have been completed, and then I'm going to reschedule incompleted tasks either to the week after, because if I was doing an admin job and I didn't finish it, it means that I can't do it tomorrow, because tomorrow, Tuesday is my technocrat day. So that means this admin thing that I didn't finish, I'm going to have to move it to next week on Monday. So if there's somebody who was waiting for that document, I need to let them know. Or that means if I take on that, if it's so urgent and I have to do it, it's going to take over my technocrat day, meaning next week I will have 2 technocrat days, Monday and Tuesday, and I will not do admin. So does that make sense what happens inside this head of mine? So I've marked off completed tasks, I'm rescheduling incomplete tasks, and whatever has come to my mind during the brain dumping process or writing on my phone assistant or wherever, whatever it is, wherever I have written, I look through them and I'm asking myself, is there any of them that is for tomorrow? That is a technocrat day, for example. This is a Monday and I'm planning for tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm asking, is any of these for that? No, I chill. I don't do anything for that. And then the third and final step, I edit my calendar. Okay, so I'm going to edit my calendar and say, okay, so what are the tasks that now I had planned to do tomorrow but I'm not going to be able to do? I'm going to now, just at that point, I'm going to edit my calendar. And then my fourth and final step is I'm going to let people know. So this is a time I'm going to be writing to my staff members, I'm going to be writing to colleagues, I'm going to be writing to my bosses, just doing quick updates on whatever it is that I was supposed to do, that I'm now going to do, that I need an extension for example, if I need to do it for 2 days extra or 3 days extra, or what is that thing that I was supposed to have done that now I've not been able to do, that I can now delegate to somebody else to do for me. So this is at the fourth step, is that's exactly what I am going to do. I'm going to just plan that out. Now sometimes a meeting could have come up that I found that was important, that somebody had put who has called me that they urgently need to see me. I will possibly put it in there. If not, I'm going to move it to the next week. And in fact, right now I've reached a place where I'm 2 weeks in on scheduled meetings. So if you call me now, I will possibly only be able to meet you after 2 weeks, depending on what exactly it is that is a topic of our conversation. So that's where I am right now in terms of my daily planning. So I'll usually plan my day at 4 p.m. Look at all that I've already been writing through my brain dumping, wherever I've been writing it, whether it's in my Samsung Notes planner, if it's my notebook, if it's in a diary, if it's on my phone, and now my phone assistant, I'm writing all of those events. I also write whatever it is that, especially the calendar. Remember that I'm doing 3 calendars, but I have one important calendar, and that's my phone calendar. So I'm also looking at my phone calendar a lot. So editing whatever tasks or events that I had that I was supposed to do the next day, I'm actually doing it in that digital calendar. Very rarely would I do my desk and wall calendar at this point, but if I have the time to, then I can. And then after I'm done with this process, it's quite shorter than my weekly planning. I will then indulge in social media, okay? And usually I like indulging, especially on Tuesday, because it gets into it tells me what I need to do for Wednesday, which is my marketing and customer day. So that's how really, honestly, I plan my weekdays. I should have said weekdays, not weekends. Okay, and so that's what my daily planning looks like. I'd like to know in the comment section how you plan your year, your month, your quarter, your week, or your day, or if you don't plan at all and you would like to be able to plan like this and be able to know what you're going to do tomorrow and actually do it, I would like to invite you to the Annual Personal Planning Getaway. All the details are in the description box, or also in the first comment. I will also write it in my first comment. So until next week, when we start October and start another series, tell me what you liked about the intentionally living series that we've done this month. Until next time, can't wait to see you. Bye bye.